Alright guys, so if you're watching this, hopefully it means you've seen Spider-Man Homecoming. If you haven't, check out my spoiler-free review. There is a link in this description. But if you have seen it, let's talk about some spoilers. And there are only a couple specific things I'm going to touch on. I'm not going to go through the whole film. There are just certain things that I couldn't touch on in the non-spoiler review that I can talk about here. So first and foremost, let's talk about the Falcon. So as I said, in the first half, I didn't feel like they were really developing his character well, and he seemed like another lackluster MCU villain. However, when you found out that he was actually Liz's dad, that genuinely surprised me. First, when Peter opens the door and he answers first, I'm like, oh crap, he like kidnapped her. But then I was like, oh wait, no, he's the dad. But yeah, there's that scene when he is driving Peter and Liz to prom and they're in the car, and there is so much tension. It's almost like awkward tension because, you know, he's on a date and her dad's there. And it's funny, but it's also really intense. And Michael Keaton, he does those crazy eyes that only Michael Keaton can do. And it's scary. Like that moment he realizes this is Spider-Man. It was intense. It was really effective. And I liked that. At the end of the day, I thought he was a really good villain. I did also like the opening montage of Peter filming everything. Like, you know, when he first was approached by Tony Stark and how he went to Germany and how he got to fight with, you know, Tony Stark and against Captain America like they did in Civil War. That was just really cool and really funny. However, you know how in Civil War when Ant-Man first gets big and Spider-Man's like, holy there is a moment in his documentary when Ant-Man gets big and it doesn't really work like he's talking on the camera when he would have said that in the movie. Even so, I thought that was a funny way to go about it, and it was small, so whatever, I can forget about it. As I also said, there were two characters that I wasn't a huge fan of or really got behind. One of them I said was Aunt May, and the other one was Michelle/MJ. I really have no freaking clue what they were trying to do with her character in this movie. She was like a cartoon character, basically. Like, you know, in cartoon shows when there's just that one random awkward person who's just there and they just say weird things that's meant to be funny and sometimes is, but it works because it's a cartoon. I felt like she was that character. In a sense, I am glad that they revealed that she is MJ, because up until then I was like, this character is serving zero purpose to this film. But even so, I don't really know how I feel about the way they're going about her character, so we'll see. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. I have nothing against Zendaya. Zendaya? Is that how she pronounces her name? I don't know. I don't have anything against the way she acted. I mean, this is just the way her character was written, but I just wasn't a fan of the execution. I did really like how, you know, in the trailer, there was that scene that they probably shouldn't have shown, but they did anyway, when Tony was basically like, give me the suit back, because if you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it. And it forces Peter to kind of reevaluate things. And I thought it was cool how in the final battle, he had to go back to his crappy costume that he just made out of a hoodie and goggles and a weird head thingy. It seemed very gritty. It seemed very authentic, and you really felt like he was becoming Spider-Man, you know? I thought that was cool. So those are my final thoughts on Spider-Man Homecoming. I hope you enjoyed this video and the non-spoiler review. Please don't hate me for liking Spider-Man 3, that's just the way I am. And I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please click on any of my other videos on my channel right now. But you know what you should do? You should click here to subscribe to my channel so you get updates for when I actually put out the new videos. And if you want to comment below and let me know what you think, please do. I always love hearing from you guys and knowing what your thoughts are on the matter.